Please don't forget. Hello again, everyone. This is Sincere of Teacher Sincere's channel, and welcome. This video is entitled Things to Consider When Embarking on Learning a New Language. This is part one of a three-part series that I'm doing on language learning. Learning a foreign language can be both a taxing but rewarding experience. There are a number of factors to consider when starting language learning. So in this video, I will briefly elaborate on some of the things that I think are most important from my own personal experience and observations as an EFL or English as a foreign language teacher. One of the first few things to think about are basic. Why do you want or need to learn a new language? Is it for professional or personal growth or self-improvement? Also, do you like or love the language? Do you just want to learn to speak, read, and listen to another language as a hobby? Learning a new language takes patience, commitment, and hard work. How much time do you have to study or willing to apply to study? 15 minutes? 30 minutes? 1 or 2 hours a day? How many days per week? You must have a consistent schedule. Do you want to become fluent in the target language that you're thinking about, like a native speaker? Do you want to learn academic or business language? Or do you just want to be able to make conversation in daily situations or about practical things? Anyone can start learning a language and may ultimately reach their goal. However, it is more difficult for an older learner than children or teenagers to take on a new language. But it is not impossible. Being patient and dedicated is the key. Develop a mindset of no matter how long it takes, I am going to stay focused on my goal. Be realistic about your capabilities and take your time. As my dear mother has often said, nothing good is ever easy. We are all different with various talents, gifts, skills, and capabilities. Especially if you are taking a language course with other people. You might begin to compare yourself with your peers. This is a mistake. We don't all learn in the same way or at the same rate. Don't beat up on yourself. Do the best that you can. Making errors is a natural part of learning. If you already know something, there is no need to learn it. Accepting mistakes and facing shortcomings in your language learning journey might be hard to deal with, especially if you tend to be a perfectionist. But breaking the habits of the perfectionist is very important when studying a language. It is natural to make mistakes and forget. Don't be hard on yourself. Keep going. Bilingual means to be able to speak two different languages. If you are already bi or multilingual, you may have a better edge on learning a new language more rapidly than someone who speaks only one language. Language families are groups of languages that have common ancestral, historical, and locational origins. Languages such as French, Portuguese, Italian, and Romanian are some of the languages with roots in Latin, whereas Arabic, Hebrew, Syriac, and Amharic are in the Semitic family of languages. Say, for example, you are a speaker of Dutch and want to learn German or Afrikaans, which are both Germanic languages. It might be much more easier than if you want to learn Japanese, which comes from an entirely different language family and has a totally different script. Understand that depending on different factors, learning a new language can take from 1 to 2 years or more. There is no one-size-fits-all method to learning, or rapid, overnight, too-good-to-be-true schemes on learning. One has to be realistic, patient, and dedicated. Now, if you are going on a short-term trip as a tourist, you might only need to know polite greetings, how to count currency, and how to ask for room service or dishes on a menu. So this is the end of part 1 of my series on language learning. Part 2 of this series will entail various methods that you can use when taking on the task of learning a new language. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. This is Sincere. Until next time.